Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tesla, Teens Exploring Science with a live audience. I'm Tyrone.
And I'm Tyler.
And I bet you guys are wondering why our show is called Tesla. Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so this is a picture of a Tesla coil. It was designed by Nikola Tesla, and he helped us get a better understanding of electricity.
Yes, and we are the science achievers from the Community Initiatives team at the Museum of Science and Industry. This is a live call-in show every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
And this season of Tesla, I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about science gadgets and the people who use them.
Tyrone, gadget? Yeah? That's kind of a tough one. What's a gadget?
Well, Tyler, a gadget is just a tool that you use to accomplish a certain task.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have a gadget right here in my pocket.
Oh, what is it?
It's my phone. It's kind of high-tech, but, I think it's still a gadget.
I don't know, man. It looks kind of a really low-tech phone, if you ask me. What does it do?
Well, I could text my friends, take pictures, play some games, make phone calls. Everything a phone does.
Okay,
it's not low tech.
That's a nice gadget. I'll give it to you. But we're going to be talking about science gadgets used by people who work in STEM careers.
STEM? What does that mean?
Come on, Tyler. You're just out of the loop in everything.
I'm sorry. I'm just not up with my science terms today.
Well, Tyler, STEM is just a shorter way of saying science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We will be talking about science gadgets used by the people who work in these careers and use these science gadgets.
Well, you know what? That's perfect because I'm thinking about going into pharmacology and becoming a pharmacist. So, that fits right in.
Yeah, so that means you like helping people and having them take medicine?
Well, I guess.
Yuck.
Well, all medication comes from the pharmacy department at your local drugstore. Have you ever even been to the pharmacy?
I've been to tons of pharmacies, drugstores like CVS or Walgreens and when I'm picking up my medication prescribed by my doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So speaking of that, who's the person behind the counter with the white lab coat when I'm picking up my medicine?
Tyrone, that just happens to be the pharmacist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you see, a pharmacist prepares and dispenses the medicine prescribed by the doctor. They make sure you have the right medication and know how to properly use it according to the doctor's directions and orders.
Wow, that sounds really cool. So what type of cool science gadgets do these pharmacists use?
Well, do you want me to surprise you or just spoil it?
Well, I kind of like spoilers. It doesn't matter.
Wait, did you hear that?
What?
It's the STEM train. Stay tuned, Tesla viewers, until after this short break.
Okay, see ya.
We're gonna be late for the STEM train. All aboard! Hi, I'm your host Asamia, and welcome back to STEM Train. Now we have our lucky contestants. And what is your name? I'm Goldine. And yours?
I'm Alan.
Alright, cool. Now, we are going to play a game where you unscramble these really cool words that are associated with a really awesome science gadget. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so you start when music starts. Alright, and go. Alright, now, let's see what you guys got. Bike block, and that is correct.
Yay.
So, can you tell me what you know about this word?
Well, actually, my dentist uses a bite block.
Really? Do you know anything?
A dentist uses a bite block to keep the mouth open and relaxed.
Cool.
Well,
Oh, you know something else?
my dentist uses a bite block to block me from biting. Get it?
I get it.
Bite block.
Pretty cool. Alright, now that y'all finished, yes, you got it correct. Now, stay tuned for the next segment.
Welcome back. I'm Nidra.
And I'm Jasmine.
I see a bowl with a club sticking outside of it. What is this?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this glass thing right here.
This is our cool new science gadget that we will be discussing during this segment.
And does it have a name?
Of course, it is called a mortar and a pestle.
But I see two things, so which one is which?
Well, the bowl-shaped container is called the mortar, and the baseball bat-looking tool is called the pestle.
So, I guess it does look like a bat that you can hit a baseball with. We talked about pharmacists. So do they use this cool gadget?
Well, yeah.
Well, how is it used?
Historically, this science gadget is used in pharmacies to crush and grind various ingredients to make medicines.
Okay, so you've mentioned medicines. Do you mean prescriptions?
Yes, the medicine the pharmacist prepares is a prescription from your doctor.
Okay, so we have a mortar shaped like a bowl and a pestle shaped like a bat. So, from my understanding, we use this science gadget to crush and grind ingredients such as medicines. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. This is how the mortar and a pestle is used for grinding and crushing ingredients and preparing medication.
So, let's place something in the bowl.
Oh, I have something we can place in a bowl. It's an aspirin tablet.
Well, why would we crush an aspirin tablet?
Well, for two reasons. Reason number one is I have a hard time swallowing pills, so if you crush and grind the aspirin tablet, it'll be easier for me to swallow it.
And what's the second reason?
Well, the second reason is that crushed tablets absorbs a lot faster in your body.
Cool. So, let's use the tablet and show how to use the mortar and the pestle. Okay, so we'll place our substance in the bowl, and in this case, it's an aspirin tablet. We're going to sit the pestle on top of the aspirin tablet and apply downward pressure. Just like so. We're going to keep grinding this tablet using a circular motion.
Until it is pulverized.
Pulverize.
Yes, smash into smithereens.
See? Just like this. Well, that was kind of fun. I might enjoy being a pharmacist. But wait, my granny has something just like this at her house. Is it the same thing?
We'll see. We probably have one of these science gadgets laying around here somewhere.
But wait, I hear the STEM train, so we'll be right back after this break.
Hey guys, we're gonna be late for the STEM train. All aboard!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the STEM train. I'm your host, Mike. To my left, we have Corey, and to my right, we have Angelica, and they are going to be unscrambling a word that relates to a cool science gadget. So, you guys are going to have 15 seconds to unscramble our word. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get ready to scramble. Alright, it looks like you guys got the word. Can you tell me what you have here?
Well, Mike, it is an anemometer.
A meteorologist uses an anemometer to measure wind speeds.
And a cup anemometer measures how fast the wind speed is going.
Alright, thank you guys very much for participating. We will catch you guys next break.
All right, welcome back to Tesla, Teens Exploring Science with a Live Audience. I'm Canoe.
And I'm Goldine.
All right, and what do we have here? The granddaddy of all mortars and pestles. This one is bigger and looks stronger.
You're right. This is a mortar and pestle, but it has a different use.
Let me guess. It's used to cook.
No, silly. It's for food scientists. We are called food chemists.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Let's see. That's way different than being a pharmacist, right?
Well, pharmacists and food scientists have some things in common. they both use this for the same purposes.
What do you mean?
Well, they both crush and grind substances like medicines or delicious foods.
Oh. I've noticed both mortars and pestles are made out of different materials. This one is made out of glass. And is more fragile because glass is easier to break. But at the same time, this mortar and pestle is resistant to stains, which is ideal for liquids.
Okay, well, what's our granddaddy of mortar and pestles made of?
It's funny you asked that. Our mortar and pestle is made out of a special rock known as basalt. On the outside, it has a rough texture. See, feel that?
Oh, yeah.
But on
Pretty
the
rough.
inside, it's nice and smooth
Okay.
and non-porous.
Non-porous meaning no holes or openings.
Yep, no holes, no openings.
All right, well, that's very important that you said that because you don't want to have to, worry about the mortar absorbing and trapping substances that we're grinding.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have any food particle left in your mortar or your pestle, because that can lead to the growth of bacteria, and as we know, that's not good.
You're right. So what kind of ingredients would a food scientist use to crush and grind these substances?
They could use like nuts such as pine nuts, walnuts, spices such as salt and pepper, and all that good stuff.
Garlic, yeah. That sounds like
Garlic,
a
yeah.
great guacamole dish.
Yeah. You can actually use this mortar and pestle to crush ingredients to make guacamole.
Guacamole?
Guacamole.
I'm so glad you said that, Canoe, because what do
Yeah.
you know? I have an avocado.
Wow.
Yep.
So let's place this avocado inside the bowl.
Yeah, let's put this mortar and pestle to use.
Yeah,
Let's
we
show it
gotta-
on the overhead, though, so that the audience can see
yeah,
it.
I'm sure you guys want to see this one. So let's see. First, you have to take out the seed. You want to give it a nice scoop out. So you got to get that out. So let's get all of that because that is really good. Let's see, move this over. Alright, let's get good stuff out of here. And alright, now we want to mix this.
Yep. So let's crush and grind.
All
Crush
right.
and grind.
So you want to give it a nice motion like this. You see how I'm using a downward force to mix it all into gloriness.
All right. Sounds good. Ooh, it's
Well.
coming out perfect.
Yep, I'd say that looks good enough.
Yeah, that should be fine. So you know what I need?
What do you need?
I need some tortilla chips so I can taste the ripeness of that awesome
Well,
guacamole.
lucky for you, we've got something like tortilla.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead and try some.
All right. Do you have a spoon so that I can get some guac?
No, scoop it.
Just scoop it. We're gonna just
It's better if you scoop it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna give this a taste. Have my guac and my tortilla chip.
That's good. I think I'll pass because I'm a little full right now. But I'm sure you can tell me how that is. How is that?
Wakanu, you're definitely a food scientist.
Well,
This is some yummy guacamole.
That's why my nickname is the Iron Chef, but
You know,
keep that for another time.
this guacamole would be even better if we had some more spices in it. It'd be really great guacamole.
You're right. It would be.
Being a food scientist doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
You're right. You hear that?
I hear it.
It's the sim train. Oh, that must mean the next segment is coming. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. We'll see you after the break.
Hello everyone, and welcome aboard to our railway mail car. I'm your clerk, Goldine, and my job is to go through the mail and find interesting things about science gadgets. And I went through a lot of good ones, but I saw one that was really interesting. And this letter is from Mary at William Gray Elementary School. Mary wants to know, what is the science gadget her doctor uses to look inside her ear? Well, Mary, the science gadget is called an otoscope. And the otoscope has a light at the end, allowing you to see through dark tunnels like the ear. And it also has a magnifier to make things appear bigger. And we would like for you all to send questions to our Facebook page at MSI TESLA. And make sure to put your first name and your school.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Tesla, Teens Exploring Science with a live audience. My name is Tyrone.
And my name is Mike.
You know what, Mike? We've been working hard all day. We've become food scientists. We've become pharmacists. I think it's time for us to take a break and play a little game.
Really? What is the name of this game?
Well, the name of this game is called Science Gadget Challenge.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're going to give each other clues about a specific science gadget, and if we have to tell what we think it is. If we're correct, we get a point.
You know what? I think I'm down for this challenge.
Cool. So, we have a scoreboard.
Right. So we do have a nice little scoreboard right here, and look at that. It has both of our names on it.
Cool. And I guess let's get to the chase. So,
all right.
First question: who is the health professional standing behind a drugstore counter?
Oh man, that's a really tough one.
I know.
I know someone earlier in the show mentioned who you're talking about, but I just can't think of it. Well, let's think it through, right? So, I know that another word for drugstore is a pharmacy, and that there are, scientists there and medical professionals who work with medicine. So, I'm going to say that the person who works inside of a pharmacy would be called a pharmacist.
That would make sense, and you are correct. You get a point.
Yes. All right.
Cool.
So, just gonna
starting
throw
the
that
game off
point on
strong.
there.
There you go, 1 point.
Okay. So, let's see. What's a good question for you? Well, Tyrone, since you asked about pharmacists, can you tell me one thing that a pharmacist does in their day-to-day duties?
Well, that was just a terrible question because I'm a pharmacist expert. Well, I do know that since you said that a pharmacist, is a person that works at a pharmacy, they would have to do what, a pharmacist does. And what a pharmacist does is prepare medication that's prescribed by my doctor.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have asked the person who is an expert on pharmacists.
Yeah.
That is 1 point for you, Tyrone, and it looks like you tied it up.
Well, I guess let's continue on with the game. So, what do you call this bowl-shaped object?
Well, I know that today on the show we talked about the mortar and pestle. So I know that it's either a mortar or a pestle, and I am going to say that this bowl-shaped object is what we call a mortar.
And you are correct. This bowl-shaped object is in fact called a mortar.
All right. There's another point for me.
You get a point.
Pulling ahead. Better watch out. All right.
Let's just get to the next question. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, Tyrone, what do you call this baseball bat-shaped object?
Wow, you just run into all the bad luck of questions. Well, I mean, we've talked about the mortar and pestle on today's show. And, we know what the mortar is, so...
Very true.
That must be the pestle.
Well, you are absolutely correct, and I didn't think that question through all the way.
It's okay.
So,
it's okay,
yes.
Mike.
That is the pestle, and you get another point.
I'll go easy on you if you just, admit defeat right now.
You know what? I don't think I'm done quite yet.
Okay, Mike. Okay.
All right.
Well, let's give you another question. So, what is the mortar and pestle used for?
Well, I know that today on the show, we used the mortar and pestle to, 1, crush large tablets that are too big to swallow, and 2, we made some very delicious guacamole. So, I'm going to say that a mortar and pestle is used for medicinal purposes and also cooking.
Dang, I thought I was going to get you with that one, Mike, but you got it right. You get the point.
You were close.
Oh, starting to get a little sweaty here. I don't know.
You know what? I think I have a real challenge for you here. Tyrone, can you tell me why the inside of this mortar and pestle is nice and smooth?
Oh, that's easy, Mike. Hold on. Can you repeat the question? I didn't quite get it. It's really easy, but I just need to think it through a little bit more.
All right. Well, if you were to touch, the inside of this mortar and pestle and our other granddaddy of all mortar and pestles, you would feel that the inside is very smooth and not at all porous, meaning there's no holes or openings inside of it. So, can you tell me why this is?
Well, let me think this through. Well, if it was rough, it would be susceptible to, trapping different substances and building up of bacteria, and that's bad. So I'm guessing that it's smooth on the inside to prevent these things from happening, to prevent, bacteria and other, week-old guacamole from getting stuck in there and onto the next batches and things like that.
I really thought I had you there, Tyrone, but you are too smart for me, and you are absolutely correct. That is exactly why our mortar and pestles are nice and smooth, so that is another point for you.
Cool. Well, I guess it's only fair that I give you a question since, I'm obviously going to win. What is the benefit of using a mortar and pestle?
Well, a mortar and pestle makes it, easier for people to crush objects that we need to, be crushed. So, for example, we had our large tablets, and then also we had the avocado for our guacamole, which would be really messy to crush with your hands and kind of gross. So I think, the mortar and pestle is super good because it lets us crush things in a really neat manner so that we can use them for our everyday lives.
Mike, you never cease to amaze me. I guess I have to give you the point.
Yes. And, you know what, Tyrone? I think I win this week's Science Gadget Challenge.
Really? No, I don't.
It's, looks like that's 4-3.
Oh. No, I think I may have mixed up the points a little bit. I think I may have accidentally given you a few extra points. I don't lose. That's not something that I do.
Well, that's okay, because, you can always challenge me again next week.
You know what? I think I might just have to take you up on that challenge. And next time I won't go so easy on you,
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
Well, I guess this is the end of our show. We are Tesla, Teens Exploring Science with a live audience. We are a live call-in show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Please make sure to check us out on Facebook at MSI TESLA and submit your questions about science gadgets, and who knows, maybe we'll address them next week on our show.
Alright, and remember, guys, from everyone here at Tesla, we will see you guys next week.
Yes, see you.